Hello guys and welcome back to episode 4 of my Stellaris playthrough as the Schistocerca Alveare. And, well, we're going to be continuing our expansion at rapid pace. I mean, like, we are colonizing another planet as we speak, and we will have a 5th colony ship popping out very soon once we get enough resources to build it. Then we will get another one after that, so we're going to be on like 6 planets soon enough, and then I'm actually going to have to start to build states. And states aren't really something that I've talked about, so let's jump into Empire quickly. And if we go to planets, in the top right here we have create new sector, so not states, sorry, sectors. If we click create new sector, we can add planets to those sectors, and, well, solar systems to those sectors, and they will be automated from then onwards and provide us with a certain amount of our income of our choosing. So we can set it to like 50% of their income, 75% of their income, 100% of their income. But if you do 100%, then they don't have anything to use to develop their own planets. So what you want to do is find the balance. I normally go for about 75%. But let's start off by getting our military forces together. I need to build some more of these corvettes. I also need to upgrade my spaceport soon. And I do need to build that colony ship. So you can see that we do have a divergent pop on here. We need to select one of the two. One of my population on Schistoron has lost its militarist trait due to divergence, which is annoying, but not particularly too important. As long as I still have the slavery tolerance, I don't mind. But we're going to select our original species, and that will do. Okay, so let's merge these guys together. That's going to bring us up to 227 military power. And my construction ship needs to be doing something, probably. Let's build an observation post over Fashor. And I also need to build a military station near my wormhole generator, because as you can see, now that is finished, we have a much larger amount of planets or solar systems we can travel to. So I'm just going to get my attack swarm to quickly go to all of these new solar systems, and then we can use science ships to figure out which ones we can survey. Okay, let's continue to develop our planets. This one can build a basic mine at our main planet. We can probably build some new buildings. Let's get rid of this blocker and let's build a science lab. You also may as well build a science lab here as well, while that population is growing. On this planet, I can build a mine there. And wow, we bumped into a lot of crystalline structures here. That is combined strength that is pretty large.
Colony established.
So let's survey that system.
Updated.
A tundra world over there. This one has an Arctic world. There is a few enemies here, some drones. They are going to be attacked by Kroll. Look at that. Okay, well, I'll let them do that job then. Right, over here, I'm actually going to move this population up to that tile and create a hydroponics farm. So this micromanagement will get pretty intense. I mean, it's not too bad at the moment, but when you have like 5 planets on the go, keeping up with all of the stuff is pretty crazy until you create sectors. and then the automation is actually pretty useful, and I see exactly why they did it. Anyway, the arid world here is available now, so that's great, and we are now going to research dangerous wildlife removal so that I can get rid of dangerous wildlife on our planets. So with that arid world tech complete, these two arid worlds are open to colonization. So now we can build more colony ships. Currently though, we have 2 planets in the NF system, 1 planet in the Zur system, and 1 in Turbocore. We can create 2 more colonists and take Achenar and Aamar under our control, and that will be glorious. So I think my ships were finished what they were doing, my military ships that is. So now we can safely go to Strom, we can safely go to what the hell is that? Orbitellus system. Okay. We can't go to Holden system yet though. So I've got to keep an eye on all of these population. And at Yor or Verlior, we had a recent tectonic event, which gives us minus 5% happiness on the planet.
Construction complete.
But that won't particularly matter. It caused no damage. Okay, fantastic. But that won't matter anyway. Happiness doesn't affect enslaved individuals. They cannot be happy. They shall never be happy. Mind you, my dudes love being enslaved, so that's fine. Right, let's enslave these guys. And that will give us even more food.
System survey complete.
And our growth progress is actually quite high.
System survey complete. Anomaly
right, let's
found.
Research that anomaly. My science ships are done there, so that's fine. And I'm actually going to look at like attacking these enemies quite soon, because we are getting a lot of minerals and I can afford to upgrade my spaceport to level 2 and level 3, which will allow me to build destroyers once we have completed the engineering research. So that will be pretty awesome, and once we've done that, we will be at a huge advantage militarily against our opponents. But the first league, it seems like a quest. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Strom 1A. If what we have learned from these artifacts is correct, this civilization was some sort of confederation that consisted of many different alien races. They called themselves the First League, and appear to have coexisted in relative peace some 2 million years ago. Okay, just a little bit ago. Although the Strom system lies in the region of space that seems to have made up the core of their territory, a partial map found among the artifacts indicates that this First League may have covered a significant portion of our galaxy before its eventual collapse. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
So we now have a quest chain for the precursors, the First League. So we need to discover 6 League artifacts. I think we can mark them on the map, maybe? No, okay, they're not the sorts we can do that with. Let's research these 2 aliens. And I'm tempted to also research the Void Cloud observation. Okay, so there's some enemies there, so my ship cannot access that system just yet. So what we're going to do is get my corvettes to come and destroy that fleet. Now the other thing that we can do is build spaceports around our new planets. I haven't bothered yet because it's a waste of resources early on, and we are not at war currently with anyone, so it's not particularly important. But they have a good defensive value initially, and therefore can be used to defend your planets early on. I also haven't bothered to build any defensive armies on my planets yet, but we'll do that later on. So, continuing our quest, Void Unclouded. The Void Clouds are, as far as Schistocercan researchers can tell, among the oldest entities in the universe. They seem to have originated just a scant few billion years after matter as we know it first appeared. The tremendous forces of the young cosmos making something out of nothing. They would have been stars once, but were not. Explaining their apparent animal intelligence is more difficult, but the answer might lie in the abnormally strong electromagnetic fields that keep them together, another product of their primordial beginnings. It is not inconceivable that, given enough time, the circulation of its strange stardust and gravitic fields aligned in a flexible approximation of neural pathways. Moreover, the clouds seem to be receiving impulses from one another, if not outright communicating light years apart. Quantum entanglement is suspected to play a role in this phenomenon. So there you go. For those of you interested in science, I quite enjoy physics as a subject. That is pretty cool. But they will not stand in our way. So we're going to get some immediate physics research, and we'll get the extra damage to void clouds. It's much more useful for us, although I would love to continue the quest chain. So let's say goodbye to these alien vessels as we engage them with all of our corvettes and our attacking systems. We did actually just lose one of our corvettes, which sucks, but we blew them out in the sky. So let's go destroy their space station. Looks like Kroll's come to help, and we will get my science ship to research that. I also need to get my other one to survey the system. We also need to get my colony ship to colonize Aamar. So this is a rather large planet. I'm going to probably settle just there, which is sort of like in the middle, allows me to have 4 adjacent tiles. And my construction ship, well, what I'm going to do is build a ruler military station. Actually, I'm just going to build a normal military station here. I'm going to build it a little way out, because then I can have another one, I think, close by. So we'll build it there, we can build another one on the other side. And they have quite a large radius where they can attack. Then I'll get him to build a ruler military station at my main province or solar system. And let's continue this fleet combat. They're going to be dead in no time thanks to Kroll.
Situation log updated. Special project complete.
And another thing has popped up. I'm not sure if this is an anomaly or one of our situation log things got complete. But space amoebas. The entities encountered by our fleets some time ago are spaceborne forms of life, quickly named space amoeba. Following a tactician's gross misreading of initial sensor output, the creature is in fact larger than the average Schistocercan corvette. The creature displays aggressive behavior towards Schistocercan ships, but further study is warranted. For example, we could exercise our martial prowess by swiftly executing this specimen and studying its remains. So we are going to do we expect our fleets to make short work of the creature.
Situation log updated.
Let's take our fleet back to our spaceport. Ancient mining drones. Reports of deep space drones in certain systems have been investigated. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves, judging by the state of the processing equipment. The drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures towards Schistocercan vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch by the Schistocerca Alveare. Okay, so we are going to take them apart. Begins the mining drone analysis event chain.
Situation log updated.
Going to blow them out of the sky. So, what we want to do now with our research is probably get global energy management. This power hub is actually pretty useful for boosting our energy output on certain planets. Let's get rid of these 2 blockers here. We have plenty of excess resources. So let's also build the science lab there. Now science labs, I believe, do take up maintenance, yeah. And that's probably what's affecting us quite dramatically at the moment. So I'm likely to get the next population of Turbocore to work on a power hub on one of these 2 tiles, which will remove the science or research from those tiles, but we need the energy, so that's pretty important. I'm going to get this guy to go onto an energy tile, and we need to unslave him, so we'll emancipate the pop, and I will build a basic power plant there. Then I'm going to upgrade the current building to a planetary administration, and that will allow us to resettle population from Turbocore to Takar. Now I'm going to
research complete.
Maybe clear that tile, but what I'm going to do is change my governor first to this planet so that it costs less to clear that. 63 and 63 now. Then what I can do is put that population onto that tile, get some more food early on. Much more useful. So our society research was complete. Tempted to get the volcano removal. I'm probably wondering how the hell do you remove a volcano? Well, I don't know. That seems like a quite ridiculous technology, but there we go. This could be useful, the neural implants, but it will take quite a while. Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not? Because then we can build the slave boosting buildings on our planets. Right, construction ships. What can I do with that? Probably don't need to do much at the moment. I mean, the only thing that I'm thinking of is maybe building another frontier outpost over here somewhere. Now that we have colonized Verlance, we don't need this one here. So we can get rid of that frontier outpost. So that will give us some extra income, and we can build it over here somewhere, probably on one of these systems. I just need to make sure that we can survey those systems. So I need to get my ships over there, but let's repair them first, and I need to build some more. So if we go to our spaceport, let's build some more corvettes.
Colony established.
Before we do that though, I'm going to get the corvette assembly yards, because that will increase the speed that they are built and also reduce the cost of corvettes, which will be very nice. Now I think spaceports don't require any maintenance, so If I build loads of these spaceports and then build the solar panels on them all, I can just get an extra 3 energy credits from every world I have currently colonized. So the Kroll sovereign tribes have declared war on the League of Spiriktar. I just love saying it in a weird voice. So the pacifists have been declared on by Kroll, and no surprise as to why, because Spiriktar is very small. But once that's complete, then I'll build those corvettes. At Enif, at Voldekar, I'm actually going to start building some spaceports now, so anyone who's currently getting their panties in a twist about that can rest easily tonight. Okay, we're all good.
Construction complete.
So this observation, passive observation, is giving us extra society research. Aggressive observation will give us extra society research. And covert infiltration will cost us, but
research complete.
Gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation by us. We could do that. But honestly, I'm not sure if I want to. Actually, their planet is pretty damn good. What are they? Fanatic spiritualists and xenophiles. So they love... Wow, they're actually like a pretty damn good race. They have increased mineral output, industrious trait,
construction complete.
Extra happiness. I like it. I think what I'll do then is possibly annex them. Yeah, let's annex them. Or at least try to. I mean, there's lots of events that occur before you gain full control of them. But there we go, right. Colony development speed plus 25%. Could be an idea. The mining drone lasers, my god, need to be researched because I believe they are pretty good early on. They have plus 100% armor penetration, which is legit. So having loads of those on my corvettes and having lots of corvettes will make them incredibly powerful. So anyway, at Voldekar we have completed the planetary administration, which basically means I am able to resettle population from Schistocerca onto that planet. So what I'm going to do now is start doing that. I'm going to take the population here and put them on that tile. This population I'm going to resettle to Voldekar. So we will go to like a random tile, doesn't really matter. Probably that tile there. We'll resettle them for some influence. And then if we go to Voldekar, we can build a hydroponics farm to help the food output of that planet. We can also now upgrade these mining networks and the power plant there. And on Schistocerca, we don't have to worry about that just yet. Over here, we're going to keep that population enslaved, but we're not going to build a building there just yet. This one needs to be enslaved. Completely forgot to do that, and probably will continue to forget to do things like that. And actually I'll move that to there, and we will build our hydroponics farm. These guys need to be enslaved, and that is fine. So this is our first arid planet, and then I need to get my spaceport to build a new colony ship. Right, things are going relatively well, I believe. I'm going to take my navy soon and destroy as many aliens as possible. So I'm going to add a few corvettes to the queue there after that colony ship is complete. Another thing I need to be looking out for is any building opportunities with my construction ship. Might be worth taking advantage of that physics research. So let's start moving there already.
Construction complete.
Next month I think I can afford that. So that was just a pop-up about the progress of my covert infiltration on that planet. And that covert infiltration is quite funny, because agents are genetically modified to appear as members of the native population and sent to infiltrate their society. They will gradually replace world leaders. It's just, I think it's so funny. You can just imagine the process of it. I actually had a thing pop up once where the guy who was infiltrating fell in love with one of the native species and decided to like basically get the planet to rebel, which was hilarious. So yeah, there's some very interesting events in this game. Alright, so Elliptical has finished its spaceport, so I'm going to upgrade it with a solar panel network, and I'm going to continue to do the same on my other planets. We're currently getting 44 minerals per month, which is really good for 19 months or 19 years into the game. We're doing pretty well, to be honest. But I would really like to get a frontier outpost over here somewhere. Start heading towards these numerous planets in the center. But just gotta wait first until my attack swarm is a bit bigger. So we found space battle debris. We can research that with one of our science ships. Looks like our slave army is nearly available.
Research complete.
Okay, and now that's done, we are going to get the artificial morale codes, which basically increases our slave mineral output even more. So let's get that. Although, actually, that
complete.
will take ages. So,
Debris analyzed.
but it's still the best thing to tech towards. Yeah. Okay. So never mind. We'll just get that. And now what I can do on Schistocerca, instead of having an engineering research there. Actually, I'll do it on the physics one because we have more physics than engineering. Is build a slave processing facility, which will increase the overall mineral output and food output of the entire planet. So that's what we're going to work on there. And we can also do the same at Elliptical, because at Elliptical we have the second most slaves. We need 245 in order to run that. Actually, if we build it on a tile that already has energy, does that make it a maintainable tile?
Construction complete.
What I mean is, will it remove the energy? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it does. So if we just do that there, then I can move this guy onto there, emancipate them. And that's fine. Okay, I need to enslave that pop. And we're fine on that planet. On this planet, I don't think there's any population that needs enslaving. Nope, they're all fine. On this planet, everything's fine as well. Although this population has had some divergence. That's not very good, is it? You can see we are not fanatic collectivist anymore. We are only collectivist. Doesn't matter as long as that doesn't turn into like nothing at all. Otherwise I'll have to purge them. Now we can enslave that populace. And I'm actually going to build a mine on there as well. And on this planet, we need to enslave that populace. Fantastic. We are on plus 50 minerals per month, which is amazing. We're going to be building all over the place in no time at all. Mainly spaceports, because I need to catch up on spaceports. Also, I need to save for another colony ship. Oh, never mind, I already have one. I should probably be using that. Let's go to Aamar and drop ourselves smack bang in the middle on that 2 food tile. Let's build some more corvettes.
Construction complete.
With that extra cash. Actually, I'm going to stop that building and I'm going to go to Elliptical and build. Oh, okay, I'm already building the slave processing facility there. What about on my main planet? Yep. Okay, never mind. So we'll just build some more ships. So phase 2, usurpation. Although our operatives on the surface of Fashor now number in the thousands, the progress of our operation has been slow. An infiltration cell recently attempted to overthrow the government of one of the planet's major nations in a violent coup, only to have the attempt foiled and almost all of the cell members killed, I assume. Well, and most of the cell members killed. Okay, I read that wrong, completely wrong. But another cell fortunately managed to retrieve their bodies before the Euthonian authorities could identify them as aliens, but this is a significant setback, so we just lost another 20% progress. That sucks. I mean, those events occur so often, it's kind of annoying. Right, let's just continue. Currently on -6 energy per month because of the colonization. But unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. So we are going to have to leave it here. But we're making great progress. I mean, we have 5 planets already. We are working on our 6th planet. And our influence is only going to grow. And I can build more wormhole stations soon. I'll be able to go to many more planets and find out the next best location to go. It's really nice though that all of my planets are relatively close together at the moment. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you've been enjoying it to keep up with the latest episodes. But that's all, so I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Goodbye.